Hello everyone, Ridden here, and tonight I have a very interesting topic to discuss with you all. A repackaging of one of my first voyages into film discussion and content creation here on this channel. An American perspective on foreign film. Hello everyone, Ridden here, and thank you for tuning in. What I have for you tonight is an impromptu topic and discussion about something that's been strumming around in my head for a while now, and I finally said, hey, why not share it with the world? 2020 was, well, I'll just say, not at all what any of us expected for the start of the next decade. In 2021, it started off just as chaotically. For me personally, in 2020, I spent a lot of personal time at home, working, healing, building, and luckily, engrossing myself in as much good film content as I could find. For the first time since I graduated college, I'd been waking up and not rushing off anywhere, and this gave me a fantastic opportunity to reconnect to one of my favorite passions that life and its expectations had never given me the chance to fully explore: film, and all of its magnificence and variety. Now, early in life, and even up until very recently in the past few years, I was a person that was very quick to write off foreign cinema. Not for any reason related to perceived quality or lack thereof for that matter, but just due to the inconvenience of having to keep my eyes glued to the telly every second of the picture to read the subtitles to gain proper and complete context. This all started to change when in film class in college, I was introduced to a movie that to this day is still one of my favorite pieces of all time, in Cinema Paradiso, an Italian flick by master filmmaker and director Giuseppe Tornatore. This movie, over 2 decades old by the time I'd seen it, completely changed my perspective on foreign film. And since then, I've had a much better understanding and genuine longing for good film content regardless of its origin. And then, in walks Parasite, the film that took 2019 completely by storm. And again, I was blown away by a film I spent every single second completely engrossed in, all whilst reading subtitles for. Now at this point, I must also take a moment to acknowledge the role that anime and popular foreign television played in softening my stance on watching sub content. I would not be a youth to the 2000s if I hadn't spent countless hours online watching subbed episodes of Dragon Ball and old Power Rangers series that never aired in America. My great aunt was always a fan of Chinese films with medieval settings, so I remember several summer days that were spent watching films like House of the Flying Daggers on endless loops. And when my grandmother first upgraded our 10-channel service to Comcast in my youth, I vaguely remember seeing reruns of Princess Mononoke that I oddly enjoyed very much. Whether by time or just growing pains, these are things that I somehow forgot as I aged into my teenage years. Later in my adult years, having acquired a taste, I began searching out films in the Parasite and House of Flying Daggers vein that I could now open my eyes and thoughts to be entertained by. And then I found Train to Busan, a film that actually predated Parasite by nearly 4 years. After finishing it, I knew I had opened myself up to an entire world of cinema that I had prior to been shutting myself off from. Parasite and Train to Busan are among some of my favorite movies I've seen in the past decade. Truly gripping tales that you honestly have to pry yourself away from in order to even take a half-decent bathroom or water break. I say all of this to say that I, at a scrapping 20 plus 5 plus an undisclosed number of scraggling years, have really grown to look forward to not just the anticipated releases with American origins, but now those from abroad. I really didn't want this video to be too long, but I wanted to make it in the hope that there are others like myself who have had these off and on flashes with subbed content and are now opening themselves to entire libraries of film and television we have since been ignoring. I, for one, am looking forward to a new horizon, and now knowing that when I get those very rare opportunities to take a breather and sit down for some refreshing content, whether it be on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or one of the many streaming websites in our rotation, that I now have literally hundreds of thousands of more titles at my fingertips. In all areas of my life, I strive to constantly push down walls and keep restraints off of my mind and my choices, and film is one area I believe that I can say I have finally conquered such hurdles in. Again, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell for notifications. 2020 was an incredibly difficult and stressful year. In 2021, it started off with a bang, to say the least, but I, like everyone else, am optimistic that things can only get better. I am really looking forward to everything that I have planned for the rest of this year, and I'm also looking forward to getting to interact with you guys and gals as time goes on. All the necessary links are listed below to follow and to help you guys keep up with the coming content and shareables. Please follow me on all social media platforms, as I am very active all over and could use some new followers. And Houston, we have a merch store. So if you see anything appealing or you just simply want to support the channel, grab something. Grab it all. But truly, again, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging around me here today. I'll be seeing you. But for now, be blessed. And it was written.
Looking out across the nighttime, the city sleep inside. Yeah, hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seduce.